Okay, what's up, guys? This is Marc Augustine here, and in this video, we're going to give you a tip. The tip came from one of our previous videos, but we have evidence showing that it works in this video. So like the video, subscribe to the channel. Before we get into the video, this video is brought to you by the Dropship Masterclass. What the Dropship Masterclass is a step-by-step eBay dropshipping training. It comes with a free month of the Ecom Sniper software. If you use the code FIRST100, you would get the course for 97 bucks, and that gives you 50% off the first month, and it gives you access to the Ecom Sniper software. So like the video, subscribe, check out the link in the description for the course in Ecom Sniper software. So let's get into it. So Sammy, you want to introduce yourself really quickly?
Yeah, hi, my name is Sammy. I've been dropshipping on eBay for the last 7 years. Just happy to be here, man.
And my name is Marc Augustine. I've been dropshipping for a very long time, over 10 years. And happy to be here. And this video was based on something we did yesterday. So if you look at sales have been up and down. You could see from about what date was that?
Right over, I believe it started like slowing down at this mark right over here.
Right.
We saw an uptrend. Maybe we can just maybe make a graph that's more visual for somebody to see, yeah? And then I believe around like October 13, October 12, we all the way until the 25th, we saw an uptrend. And that was because we started listing. Actually, you started listing.
Yeah, exactly.
Right. And then right after that, we had like a stark contrast. At around this time, we stopped listing items, and then we saw a negative trend, like in our sales. So what did we do to get from this? And then we got like one peak right over here that is kind of like out of nowhere at $350. And I guess what Marc is trying to explain is how did we come to this point over here? This like this huge uptrend right over here that it's something that is kind of like out of like the range, and it is not like a data point that wasn't in our control. And I think Marc, you can explain that part.
Right, exactly. So if you go back to one of our videos, we have a video 5 steps to boosting sales, and I'll put a link to that video in the description, so you guys should check it out. But one of the steps is doing a markdown sale, and I know a lot of you guys will think that markdown sales and the stuff we talk about, we just talk about it because we want to talk about it, but this actually works. Now, Sammy, could you just show them how to do a markdown sale really quickly?
Sure. And I think maybe we can just kind of like jump in to see what that markdown sale of ours looked like. Yeah.
Yeah.
So simply just go to Seller Hub. Like, okay, so let's start from the beginning for somebody how to get to this page. So hover over to my eBay, go to selling, and then you're gonna head over to the marketing tab right over here. So click this marketing tab, and then what you're gonna do is on the left-hand panel where it says markdown sale right over here, you're gonna go ahead and click it. And then from that click, it's going to show you all of your markdown sales that are being shown, that are running, etc. So you can see like we have ran multiple markdown sales in our lifespan, and the most recent one that we did in a video, I believe yesterday, you can see the start date was November 4th and the end date is November 5th. So it'll be ending tonight. Right, and we put our entire catalog of items into that markdown sale, and we can see right off the bat, like instantaneously, we got $297 in orders. So what does this mean? It means that the markdown sales has a strong effect on your sales. Every time we run our markdown sales, like we are getting strong, results from it. So and let's go ahead and like start like the process. And I'm not gonna run the sale today, but we can kind of like overview what's going on over here, just so everybody can see. But Marc, before we do that, can you speak a little bit about like what the situation was before we ran the sale?
Right. So, guys, just this account we list periodically, and this is basically to show you guys everything that happens in eBay dropshipping, and we plan to scale it quickly. But we had a little dip in sales. You want me to go over what triggered it?
Yes.
Yeah, we had a bit of dip of sales, and we weren't listing any more items at the time, but we just wanted, you always want to maintain your sales. You don't want to allow them to drop. whether it's for motivation, whether it's for the velocity on eBay, you don't want to make your sales drop. So yesterday we saw a little dip in sales, and Sammy and I were talking about it, and we just decided to do the markdown sale. And this is like hard evidence the results work. It takes a couple of minutes, but it's something you guys should remember to do on a regular basis, especially if you have a number of items listed and you're seeing sales, but you're not seeing the sales growing as much. Your markdown sale is definitely something you guys should do regularly.
Right, exactly. So let's jump into the actionable step over here on how to actually create the markdown sale. Go ahead and click create promotion on the top right. There's going to be this blue blinker button, and you're going to hover all the way down to the last one where it says sale event plus markdown. So we're going to click that. And then over here, it's going to go ahead and show you like a user interface that's going to help you go ahead and select the settings that you want for your sale. And there's going to be three options over here. We're going to go ahead and only focus on the first one because we're only looking at a percentage. And I think an important note over here is we are marking up the prices by 80% on the Amazon price, which allows us the capacity to even go ahead and run a markdown sale to begin with. If you don't have margin to play around, you're not going to be able to set up a coupon. You're not going to be able to send best offers. You're not going to be able to run a markdown sale. And I think that, so Marc, do you mind speaking about that a little bit?
Yeah, well, depending on your strategy, there are like three main strategies in this eBay dropshipping thing. But if you guys are sniping, if your general margins are 10% or 8% or anything like that, you're not going to be able to run the markdown sales.
No, not at all. And this is something that has been like extremely overlooked by dropshippers for like forever because there was simply no margin to play with. So because we are like using AI titles and stuff, we're not competing with anyone anymore, which allows us to go ahead and set items for like a high markup percentage, which in turn allows us to go ahead and create sales with whatever margin we want. So we're going to go ahead and select 5%. I'm going to click select items, and then you're going to go ahead and press create rules using categories. The reason why it lets you go ahead and choose your entire catalog of items. If you have 5,000 items, 10,000 items, or etc. So let's press create rules. And then what we're going to do is we're going to click on this drop down menu, and we're going to click all inventory. And then from there, you're going to go ahead and click save and review, right? This is going to show this. Press save and review. And then we're going to land on the next page. And the next thing that we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and deselect this checkbox over here and select this one over here. And what these two mean is if you go ahead and increase the price, it's going to go ahead and take this out of the sale. Or like if you keep this on, then you're not going to be able to change the price or the stock or anything like that, right? So this is important if you're running a tracker. So we're going to deselect that. And then the date range, we're going to start it now.
No, we should start it after. We should start it after it ends. Our other markdown ends tonight. So you can start it at like midnight tonight.
Yes, but I think for like everybody watching, we're not going to start the sale right now. Like we're not going to start this.
But we could post it. I mean, if the other one ends at 11:30, we could actually post the markdown sale.
Okay, fair enough. Let's go. Let's start it on November 6th then at 12:30 a.m. But for everybody else watching, if you haven't run a start, press start now and end the sale literally a day after at like 11:30 p.m. Oh, this is December. And the reason why you want to go ahead and make it only for 24 hours is because if you look at some of our items, like we can go ahead and kind of like look at one of the items that we have on our store. So let me go ahead and actually finish this sale. I'm going to put weekend. So I mean, I guess the weekday blowout. And you don't need, it doesn't matter what you name it. It's almost irrelevant in my opinion. But you know, if you want to name it something nice, go for it. Sale must be active for at least 1 day. So I'm gonna end it on November 8th. Let's go ahead and put 11:30 p.m. Okay, there we go. We have scheduled it, and it's gonna start as soon as our sale over here ends. You know what, Marc? That was a great idea. Like we could have just from now on, maybe we should just like set up all the sales for like an entire week and then just let it run.
Yeah, yeah, exactly.
You know what? That was a great idea. Like I didn't think about that. That way, you know, like we just have to go ahead and like well sit down with the markdown sales for like 1 week. Maybe we just set it. You literally set it up for like the next 365 days.
Yeah, yeah.
It could be done. It's a great idea. It's like that was very smart, man. I didn't think about that, and I think now moving forward, after seeing this, I might be implementing it. Like I can make I can make one button that's gonna go ahead and set up the sales for the next 30 days. Because I think the real reason we sometimes miss out on this is because it is monotonous.
Yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean? Like it is annoying to be doing it every day, but if it can, like with this idea, this I never thought about scheduling. That was great. That was great, man. Okay, so let's go ahead and show why we have to do 24-hour sales. Is because when we click an item and somebody sees sale ends in 9 hours and 59 minutes, that is a very strong call to action, right? It creates a sense of urgency, right? And this sense of urgency is like a very powerful thing that we can deploy when we're trying to get sales on eBay. Because if somebody thinks they only have like 9 hours to get it for a decreased price, they're gonna feel much more inclined to purchase it now.
Yeah, as
Do,
opposed
do,
to if you put it marked on sale for the entire month.
right, exactly. Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna go sit down for like a couple hours and get this part automated, and we can get like a markdown sale for the next 365 days. Maybe not 365, but it'll be like something substantial,
Yeah, yeah.
like 30 days, 7 days, whatever. Like the more automation that can be done, the better, right? You just click it, set it, forget about it. That could be a very strong like um feature that we have, because markdown sales, as we said, it does work. Very powerful, very important thing, but it must be 24-hour sales. I don't see 30-day sales can work. It's better than nothing,
Yeah, but
but
it wouldn't have the same effect.
exactly, exactly.
It will
So
take
yeah,
away from the urgency.
yeah, exactly. I think that's it for me today. If you have anything else you want to add, yeah.
Yeah, that's just one tip I want to give you guys so you can get it as soon as it comes out. So again, check the video that I said I put in the link in the description. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, guys. And we're up to almost $3,000 in profit on this account. And we'll be scaling it pretty soon. All right, have a good one, guys.
Have a good one.